gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. So, Happy New Year, you guys.
Happy
Welcome
New
back to
Year,
Mr. Yao
everybody.
Gaming.
All
We
right.
are not on Twitch.
We left. We are here now.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
A little bit more difficult to set up, but I feel like it might be easier for us in the long run.
Yeah.
Probably. Honestly.
Totes.
I like the idea more. Twitch was fine, but
Yeah.
I like the interaction. We get a little bit more love from YouTube, so I think throwing some time in there would be actually pretty good. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you guys want to see more, stick around.
And we have all of our previous episodes on the channel, lined up in chronological order.
Thank you, Sophie.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Sophie, for all your work.
I like to organize them and sort them into a nice little playlists. It's very satisfying.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who wants to do a quick recap so everyone knows where we left off? It's been a few weeks.
Not me.
It's been a whole year.
I know. I wasn't there. Someone else got a recap.
Trauma happened. Basically, we caught up last time with us having had our airship shot down. People were hurt. Feelings were hurt. We were captured by... I don't think we established which army it was. At least I don't remember if we established which army it was. But there was torture of the physical and mental variety. There was a automaton who was just absolutely rude, and way too logical for this autistic man. He managed to siphon away some Fey powers from Gale, and managed to trick the party, and then siphon powers from Cedar as well. We also got the lowdown that basically wars have been declared on anything remotely Fey touched, which means that our party is going to be in a very, very interesting place. We were allowed to leave upon sort of the revelation of, we're kind of help trying to stop this thing, and they gave us a hall pass, which is weird for a British guy to say. But yeah, we were allowed to leave, and we came across a camp in the woods, which Cedar, through awesome stuff with a brief reconnection with our Fey Queen, was able to create an altar. Was it an altar for the lost? I think.
Altar for
Made an
Velta.
altar to Velta.
Delta, that's it. Yeah, altar to Velta. And there was a little bit of gratitude there from the folks. And have I missed anything?
Winnie did a really cool prayer to her Fey Queen.
Yes.
Yeah. In order to kind of help potentially restore the connections with those who had been drained of their Fey powers, and it worked for Cedar, and so Cedar still has somewhat of a connection with her Fey Queen.
Because Sophie can roll good. Yeah.
Gale and
I think the
Lily
party's
did not.
a little bit shaken. Gale is not in a good place, sort of mentally, but he's going to try and fix things. So that's that. I think that was everything now. Unless anyone's remembering anything else that I've completely forgotten, please feel free to jump in. I don't normally do recaps.
No, I think that was good.
So we're still in like the camp, kind of like outside of the guys who captured us.
Yeah, we ended the session there.
Okay.
After Cedar's little light show and making the little camp area just better. Ooh.
That's the sound that Cedar makes.
Yes. Yes, actually. So yes, you guys are in an encampment. Basically, it was a partially fortified encampment, kind of on a cliffside. There was a battle here. You can tell that the King's army had kind of come through and destroyed anyone who tried to mount a defense against them and keep the land from being destroyed or fighting or whatever. And there was a few people that either were there or kind of joined after, and you can tell that they were probably people who were injured that couldn't fight anymore, potentially deserters who ran, like just a hodgepodge of a few people, but everyone's just very meek and kind of sad and downtrodden or ashamed or something, right? There's a lot going on, a lot of mixed feelings, but you can tell they were on the losing side of the fight. Now, I do have a quick question. You guys are able to hear the music, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming through for you. It's not coming through on stream, I don't think. I'm gonna just double check really quick.
Huh.
Okay, never mind. It's coming through now, so we should be good. But yes, so that is where you guys kind of are. So there was an altar set up for Velta for those. Essentially, and Shadows of the Lost were actually kind of like inclusions in the stone altar, just kind of offering prayers to Velta to a degree, and you guys were kind of having conversations on where to go and what to do, but you're kind of starting your long rest at this point, just kind of going on through the night. There's a light, just moist drizzle that kind of is keeping everything wet, is keeping the fires from being completely lit, but Cedar did kind of go around and prestidigitation and try to light the lights brighter and make the warmth warmer and things like that for the people that are here. As you guys probably got a small taste of what everyone experienced, that had lost friends and lost families and brothers essentially in these fights that have been ongoing. And the reality of what's been going on the continent is slowly starting to kind of set in for you guys. And this is where you guys are for now.
What I'll say is... Sorry, go ahead, Therese.
I was just gonna say that once we had left being captured, Celia would probably have followed Cedar's lead and kind of just trying to aid some of the people around. Just kind of helping out where she can, like helping carry things and helping move things around or helping people get settled in wherever they need to go.
I think Gale would try and help a little bit, but he's almost half-heartedly trying to help. He's trying to think like 100 miles an hour, which for Gale is very hard to do. But I like to think that he's cogs are turning. He's maybe got a couple of ideas that he's going to try. And if no one minds, I think Gale will probably get up at like the first rays of dawn and just try and find. He'd probably leave the camp and just try and find like a secluded spot somewhere where there's like maybe like a little bit of a river or like a brook or something. And he's not going to say a word, and he's going to sort of almost creep out.
Yeah. I'll say that overnight you guys kind of are helping and doing your rest. Like I said, there's a very solemn energy, but there are people that you can see that, throughout the night they'll be kind of praying to a goddess of free will, if you will. Some of them will, again, kind of tap Cedar's shoulder as kind of a thank you for helping and giving hope and things like that. But as the night concludes, a restless Gale, wakes up early, even before the moonlight, as the moonlight kind of fades into the first, breaching of sunlight over the horizon, and quietly steps into the woods just on his own. I will say the kind of rivers that you're kind of finding, or brooks that you're finding, are essentially man-made, probably signs of war, and how you can see like war machines being dragged through dirt and mud, creating just small cracks for the morning rain to kind of seep through and run through. It creates kind of like a silent nature sound as the birds have kind of abandoned this place, and so have the bugs. But you find yourself alone in just a quiet forest for a moment.
He also says to himself, sort of seeing the carnage, seeing the devastation. On earth did it all come to this? Right. This is probably the dumbest idea I've ever had, but we're done. He's going to sort of almost kneel next to the water, dip his hands in, and he's going to say aloud, I invoke the names Aquafania, Fey Queen of Water and of Life, and of the goddess Shanti, goddess of life. I call you both before me to ask for a truce. I know you two have been at odds for a very long time, but I think now is the time to stop this. There is more at work here, and we must put these squabbles aside, these rivalries to bed, and stand up to this together. So saying a little prayer to both Goddess and Fey Queen. Try and seek an audience with both.
Interesting. Okay. Go ahead and roll your performance for me, and let's add a D4 to that. So go and roll your performance plus a D4.
Plus a D4. Very good. Okay. What a D4. Ooh, okay. That is performance. Which is 0. So that is 19.
Okay, so let's say odds or evens?
Ooh, evens.
Okay. So a small thing appears in front of you, kind of giggling, if you will. A familiar giggle, kind of one you've heard before in your first days in that abandoned fortress. And it kind of darts around and sits in your peripheral. And you feel a small weight sitting on your shoulder. And you hear your own voice inside your mind. And you kind of tell yourself in your own mind that what you seek is just not possible. But you also find yourself mind wandering. Why? And so a small stone rises from the small creek in the center, and the water kind of separates around this small stone. And you look at it almost like it's waiting for you to do something.
What I ask may not be possible, but it's not impossible. I think the two of you are two sides of the same coin. You both represent life in one form or another. And what is plaguing this world right now, this plague, it would undo both of your domains, all that you stand for. I'm sure you've felt it. That is why, and it is probably a very far-fetched and naive idea, but that is what I do best. I think it's time for these old rivalries to come to an end. We can face this together. And afterwards, if you think that returns to those old rivalries would be better for you, then of course I understand. But even just temporarily, work together. because this cycle can only break. This cycle of death, rebirth, and death again can only end together. That's why I'm not just asking for one of you. I'm asking for both of you.
Okay. Roll a persuasion with advantage.
Okay. It's another charisma. Gale is not very charismatic, but we'll see how this goes. With advantage. Ooh. That's an 18.
Now you hear a voice you kind of recognize, but it's been a long time, and that familiar giggle kind of happens as a small blue fairy comes into view, complete view. And you hear her voice, and she says to you, "It seems to be knowledge that you seek. Then you called the wrong one." And she goes into your pocket and pulls out a small piece of bread and places it on the stone that appeared in the creek. You hear the giggle again as she kisses your cheek and then falls into your peripheral and disappears. And as you look down, you blink, and that piece of bread turns into a bowl of soup.
Favorite NPC.
Yes.
Love.
After all this time, you're still following us.
What do you do?
Gale's going to pick up the bowl. Sort of look around, see if there's any hints of a particular hopping fellow. And he'll take a bite or a sip or.
So you take a sip, and for the first time since you've had a bowl from the soup rabbit, you feel something. Normally, the deal with the soup rabbit is he takes your knowledge and memories and gives them to someone to record them, right? He's just a collector.
Yeah.
But this is the first time that you actually feel connected to the soup. It feels like home, like you've had this soup 1,000 times, that it's the favorite thing. It's the soup your mother used to make. It's the soup that you first made for your friends the first time you cooked when you tried. It's just essentially everything all at once at the same time, and you sip, and you sip, and you sip, and then you look down, and the bowl is empty. You drank the soup almost unconsciously, and you start to cry. But you cry so much that the bowl refills with tears. And you're somewhere stuck between reality and a hallucination, and the world around you just kind of bends and folds, and reality shifts as you now begin to get flashes of things you're not familiar with, locations you've never been. And you see an owlin with his wings chopped off, tainted in black and hatred and ichor, and Shanti in beautiful form, a form you've never even seen her in, reaching out to this owlin and giving him wings to fly again. But in that same moment, you see, as they take hands, that black ichor, that darkness inside this owlin, transfer to her. As you see her now from this beautiful form to this corrupted form. These two now working in tandem to right the world in their own way, as their own chapter, gaining followers through tainted bread that people eat out of desperation because the fields have all been washed away by the tides of battle and war and famine. As more and more followers come chasing the food and nourishment, they corrupt more and more, led by this owlin. And then you see all rivers trying to get to the fields of wheat cut off or thwarted for one reason or another. It almost signifies that no matter how much people try to reach her now, she seems cut off by the world and succumb to the corruption of the one she chose to be her new hero. And you see, as the reality kind of shifts back in, that tiny blue fairy now sitting on the edge of the bowl, looking down, almost shameful. And she looks up at you, smiles, and vanishes, almost like the Cheshire Cat, where the only thing that remains after a moment is that smile, a wink, and she's gone.
I see now. Now I understand why it's not possible. Well, at least that's something. Let me ask the others. There is one more thing that Gale might try while he's away from the party, if that's all right for everybody. Because Gale's been thinking about this whole saga with our party, about powers rising, about domains and godhood. And even though he doesn't like the idea, I think he would potentially want to, not want, but he sees a need for that sort of a thing for himself. If he can use that in the prophecy and help save the world, it might be useful. So I think Gale is going to have a moment while he's alone, while he's away from the party, and try to remember from his teachings if there would be any gods or goddesses of air, of the winds, that might assist him in this.
So I guess declare intent. Are you just trying to remember, like, someone who would have been aligned with Shanti, or I guess what are you hoping to remember or to find?
Not so much aligned with Shanti herself. I think from what the vision has told Gale, he's sort of gleaning that this corruption from Shanti is what's driving this wedge between them. So he's not necessarily looking for anyone aligned, so like a neutral party potentially. He's trying to remember if there's any sort of minor gods or goddesses of the winds, of the air, that he might be able to, if not gain the favour of, maybe utilize their power in some way. I know it's a big ask, so I appreciate if there's not time for that right now, but I thought I'd at least get the ball rolling.
Interesting. Okay. So you're just looking for a deity who may be able to help.
Yeah, even if it's just to borrow their power for a time and help use this in the coming fight. That's sort of what Gale's trying to glean from this.
Okay. Roll a religion for me.
Religion. Yes, I'm just dancing that. Sorry, Gale's got so many zeros and minuses on his sheet, so it's good to have something that's a plus. Ooh, 23.
Okay. Um.
We can always come back to this if need be.
So you remember a story, and almost uncontrollably your mind, as you kind of are thinking about this and trying to remember, your mind immediately goes to the Stormbringer, the Sovereign of Summer's Lost, the Ice Dawn, Winter's Womb, and you know that it is said that she had disappeared, and you remember the story of the one goddess of cold that could essentially freeze the sun, as the stories go, but you remember her as vanishing. And as the world kind of became true and neutral after the reshaping last time, you know that in history that she didn't have a place, that the world was regulated and everything was fine, and that there was a chapter of, or the Queen of Air was actually impersonating this frost goddess, we'll say. You remember that deities of air, to kind of keep order and to keep the followers, continued on by pretending to be Ariel. Or Oro. I don't actually remember how to say her name. I might have to look that up. Because I'm trying to remember, but it's not coming to me as I'm talking, so give me 1 second.
Dave.
Dave.
Dave the Frost Goddess. Gale is not coming back to the party saying, we need to find Dave the Frost Goddess.
We need to find Dave.
But you...
Where's Dave?
Yeah, it's all real. But you remember her
All
being
real.
gone, and the hearing stories that the goddess of air, kind of impersonating her to keep her followers, right? The goddess of air not necessarily being evil, but the goddess of ice, the goddess of cold, definitely being evil. And your mind is just so focused on this that you're like, man, if I had powers that were beyond my own, like the powers of cold, maybe that could help me. And almost like the cracking of an iceberg falling into the ocean, this wave of cold on cold washes over you, and your body temperature changes, and you just feel colder. Now, I'm going to give you the choice.
Okay.
Do you fight this, or do you let this in?
I'll let it in.
You feel a very cold chill. And it's almost like your very spine turns to solid, clear ice as the coldness kind of radiates from you. And you're not just room temperature or the temperature of a corpse. You are colder. But then, as you kind of begin walking back to camp, you can't tell if you've gotten used to the cold or if it really doesn't bother you.
Elsa?
But one thing that you feel, and I'm sorry to take your feelings away from you, but I'm going to hijack them for a moment, is one thing you feel is that you are not pathetic or weak enough to be corrupted by evil, and you feel empowered to harness it. I need a perception check from you.
Okay, perception. Okay, it's wisdom. 60 plus 6. 22.
Okay.
It's a wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
So, do you want scary or trauma? I'll give you the choice.
Thanks for even asking that question, Doku.
Goku, that's such a hard pick.
I'm going to say dealer's choice.
Okay.
Oh, that's a brave choice.
Yeah, because I hate myself.
Out of peripheral, you are kind of walking back to camp to some degree, and well, as you do, you don't have to right now, but as you are walking back to camp, you will see something out of the corner of your eye. You'll see an old friend sitting around a small cauldron with a campfire with a ladle, and he is the Super Rabbit. You see him without any tricks of the mind or anything like that, and he'll turn to you and he'll salute you with a bowl, and he'll drink that bowl, and as he does, you see him begin to transform. At first, he looks like his little, almost, we'll call it, lack of a better term, humanoid rabbit form, where he was kind of walking on 2 feet, cooking his soup. But he'll drink his bowl of soup, and he'll actually kind of fall over to all fours. And then his body begins to kind of shape into what looks to be just a regular brown field rabbit. And then as it kind of hops towards you, like a normal rabbit, not on 2 feet, its fur begins to gray, and its eyes begin to go opaque, almost like glaucoma, just kind of shading over, as the signs of age are rapidly increasing with every single hop. And he'll step in front of you and look up and go, "It's been an honor. Make my final serving worth it." As age takes him, and he falls before your feet and is absorbed into the very earth that you walk on, as he's gone now.
Oh.
And you realize the weight of the message that he just gave you.
I'll make sure it was worth it, old friend. And the honor was all ours. And Gale sort of kneel for a moment where he fell into the earth. Out of respect. He'll then slowly rise up again and make his way back to camp.
Okay.
Somehow trying to think of a way to explain all of this to the party.
Well, I will tell you one thing will happen. One thing will happen that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
is that no new history will be added to Cedar's book. So you have a complete history, but no new things past this moment will be added. Only what has already happened.
Did I just break the dang space-time continuum, Doku?
Not exactly.
Rabbit!
Did I just kill the...
But there is a celestial bureaucracy, and they all work for each other to some degree, and so they all have certain jobs and certain things that they need to do. And if one goes missing, you kind of break the cog in the machine. So Cedar's little knowledge deity that she had was employing the Super Rabbit to collect knowledge to create history. And so with him no longer able to do that, no new knowledge is added. But all the knowledge that was recorded previously still exists.
Did I just screw over Cedar again?
Um,
Dang it.
Yep.
No.
But I do apologize. I need 30 seconds. Can I just step away for 30 seconds?
You can apologize
Oh,
for getting rid of the
dude.
Super Rabbit.
I know. Oh, I don't feel bad for that.
Wow.
But yeah, feel free to start explaining what was going on and what happened.
Okay. Gosh, how do I explain the most traumatic rabbit death since Watership Down? Okay.
Good callback. Good reference.
Red eyes. Wait, we might get monetized for that. Yeah, I need to figure out how on earth I'm going to explain this to you guys because, wow.
I don't think Celia or Winnie ever met the Super Rabbit, so
No,
Yeah, I don't think we have.
I think Gale met him once.
No, Winnie did in her inn.
Oh, okay.
So Celia is the only one that hasn't met the Super Rabbit.
And she never
Celia,
will.
she's been having like a crash course in here's our NPCs.
Yeah.
What with Philo showing up with no announcement. And
Oh my
the
gosh,
Super
what? What if Gale comes back to the camp and Cedar's going for like a full-on, and this is this character, and this is this person, and Gale walks in right, she's talking about the Super Rabbit.
Oh, Gale walks in and like there's the cork board with like the red string and it's like that.
He just walks up to the board and just takes off the Super Rabbit's picture.
It's the please, I just want to see my family again. And so this Freddy is in this game, but then that one. Fully explained Five Nights at Freddy's lore. That is something Cedar would do.
Mind you, at this point, probably where we are actually time-wise, Celia will probably be kind of just patrolling the general area to make sure that nothing else is gonna jump out at us.
Yeah. Valid.
Like, she will not have disturbed you in whatever you're doing, but she's just kind of like, she's just like, Gale can do what he wishes, but she's just making sure that nothing is gonna jump out at the party.
So if Gale dies in the woods, it's fine, but if anyone else does...
Well, the thing is she's just like, she's not gonna go busting up into whatever you're obviously trying to sneak off to do. And so she's like, I'm not going to actively hinder what you're obviously wanting to do, but she's also going to try to be like, let's make sure that the party doesn't just get jumped.
Well, Gale comes back colder than a corpse.
Celia's be like, oh no.
I look away for 1 second.
I let you make your own choices for 2 seconds, and this is what you do.
Well, Logan standards. You make one
What will
mistake.
happen for 2 seconds?
Poor Celia is just that one meme of like the mom with all the like the kid leashes, but like the kids are all going in separate directions.
See, I was imagining the dog in the kitchen when everything's on fire.
This is fine.
This is fine.
You guys don't know anything.
Why would you let a serial killer hold your money?
She will not let that one go.
I'm so ready for this. Okay, but yes, Doku, where were we?
Gale was headed back to camp, I guess, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's more blue now, because I guess, cold. I don't know.
Interestingly enough, if anyone touches him, actually, no, you don't even need to touch him. If you're within a couple of feet of him, you actually feel the chill of winter kind of traveling down your spine, and almost, a wind chills you to the bone. Just imagine when Gale walks by, you get that chill.
Oh, lovely. Cool.
So, if the party's getting chills, is there a chance that they'll be multiplying?
No. No.
No.
Alright.
The fact you visibly thought about that for a few seconds.
The hamster had to kickstart again. It kind of tripped and then started wheeling around and then had to catch back up.
Did I confuse with my horrible joke?
Not horrible. Pretty solid. It landed eventually.
It skimmed.
Skimmed the top.
It landed like cedar falling out of the sky.
Right. And did anyone else now kind of want to do anything in the morning?
I think, Cedar's gonna kind of wake up eventually, and I think she's gonna kind of check around the camp and stuff, kind of go look at the altar to kind of see, like, did it, like, last the night? Because she hasn't exactly done this before, so she's like, yeah, I wonder if anything's changed. Kind of get a lay of the camp, kind of, because she didn't really, like, obviously she was trying to help the people that were there, but she's now kind of trying to get more of a lay of the land when it comes to, like, what people are in the camp, etc.
Gotcha. So as you kind of talk to people throughout the day, you'll kind of get a general idea, more or less, of that people are there because they were a part of the faction that was kind of opposing the king's forces. They kind of tried to band together, and it seems like the moment enough of them come together, they're almost hunted down before they're allowed to get too big and kind of like destroyed. And they're not an organized group or an organized military. They're just kind of Fey-aligned or magic-aligned groups of people that just oppose what the king is doing and the mechanized warfare and the kind of ruling that he's now doing. And so they're trying to fight back but failing. And some of them are people that were just there to support their partners in battle or carry gear, but this is just, they're very defeated. But it's just kind of bands of people or different groups of people that have really no organization or knowledge of each other banding together under a common goal and failing. That's the general idea you get when you talk to people.
Okay. Are there any children in the group?
Yes. I would say there's probably, as kind of sunlight's and you're able to see the camp a little bit better, there'll probably have been a few kind of running around in the mud, mostly ignorant to the situation, and you probably realize before they do that one of their parents is probably not coming home, and they haven't really set into that fact yet. They're just kind of running around playing as their other parent is just trying to keep like the camp and family together as they're packing up and ready to move.
I think Cedar is gonna try and kind of kind of entertain the children a little bit to kind of give the parents kind of a bit of a break so they can do what they're needing to. So I think Cedar is gonna, combination of like showman sparks, and then she's gonna bring out the pseudo dragon and kind of like show the kids kind of like she's like so soft right now because she's like, oh, you poor little babies. And I think she also misses kiddos too, so that's probably a little part of it. But she's kind of like making sure to kind of get down on their level, kind of talk with them, like oh yeah, you want to see the pseudo dragon? And she kind of like tells the pseudo dragon, okay, Tail, don't sting any of the children. These are children. Please do not sting them.
She breathes fire and burns them. No, I'm joking.
Mom, play nice. Mother, no.
And I think because at your mom's soul level, that it kind of resonates with what you're doing, and she's actually participating more than she normally does. Just in the caring of the children, and puts on a little bit more of a performance and stuff like that.
I think that's kind of what she's going to be doing, kind of in the morning.
I think after Celia's kind of done journaling and checking out the air perimeter, she'll be journaling for her rest. She will actually go to find Winnie.
All right, I would say at this point, Winnie probably would have woken like 30 minutes after Gale, and took to the sky with Pablo, and is specifically looking for blue fire.
Celia will wait till you get back. She can't fly.
It's fine. Neither can Gale.
Well, okay. So I guess the question is, did you want a companion in this, or are you going off on your alone as well?
She's going off on her own, just with Pablo, but yeah, by herself.
Okay, perfect. Then we'll hit that really quick. So as you're kind of flying, you kind of take off with Pablo. I'm assuming you're flying.
Yes.
You kind of look down at Gale and see him kind of praying, and he doesn't notice you. He seems like he's on drugs, just in a trance in the moment that you pass over him. But what I want you to do is go ahead and roll a perception.
Okay. $24.
Okay. Perfect. And in-game, not above game, what's your current motivation for looking for it?
I word this. She almost feels a connection to it, in a way. She feels like she is the champion, or whatever you want to call it, of the Fate Queen of Lost. And the only loss, and the loss secondary only to the loss of your life, is the loss of your magical power. So she feels like in some way, in some form, she could reach out to it and use it to win the fight.
Okay. So you're kind of channeling your whole connection with loss and the loss of people in the parties and things like that, and basically this fire that's this destructor. You're looking to reach out to try to harness it.
Right.
Okay. No worries. I was just confirming where we were going. Okay. And you said a 24.
Yes.
So especially from the air with Bird Friend, you could probably fly for a while, but eventually you will find it. With especially in this area, it seems to be a little more existent. I mean, you'll fly up to about 10,000 feet, and you're kind of kicking yourself because you're like, how did I not notice this from the airship? That there seem to definitely be small pockets, and they become more and more prevalent as you can see the direction towards the capital, right? So you notice them more and more frequent as they get closer and closer to the capital. But as of right now, you can kind of fly really high. You see a couple of camps, but off into the distance, away from everything else, I'll say with a 24, you're definitely able to spot the blue flame. And it looks like kind of a small crag has opened up in the ground where the spell plague seems to be spewing from. And the trees are not necessarily burning, the grass is not burning. However, all life seems to be running from it. You kind of caught the disturbance of the birds before you caught anything else. As that kind of caught your attention, and you fly towards it.
All right. How big is this patch of fire? Is it like big enough? In dimensions, how would you say?
50 by 5 feet.
Okay.
Or 1.8 meters by 30 meters.
How far away is this from camp?
2 freedom units.
Love it.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay.
4 clicks.
No, that actually makes sense to me.
Yeah, okay.
My best friend is military, so.
Oh.
I'm trying to think what that is in Tea and Crumpets measurements.
4 clicks is 4 kilos. 4 kilometers.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how that equates to Mars. Carry on. So I got a bit nerdy there.
She kind of soars over the patch of fire, and she just kind of sits there inside Pablo's chest, and she picks up her deck of cards. And let me look at my notes really quickly. She looks in the cramped space that is Pablo's chest. She looks across from her at one of her old friends. And she says, "This is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever done. There's almost a guarantee I will not come back from this. If I come back from this, I will be astounded. Genuinely. So I need you, and I need the others to know that I am sorry. This is not me giving up. This is not me throwing it all away. This is me with one last attempt to fix everything by fucking it up so bad." And she kind of, you know how like those smaller planes, the part of the wall of the plane, like the side, can be pulled down into a staircase to get out of it?
Yeah.
That's kind of how Pablo's chest is. And so she kind of kicks open the hatch, the opening, as she's about 1,000 feet over this fire. And she turns her back to the hatch. She lets out an exhale. "Love you, buddy." Free falls into the fire from 1,000 feet in the air.
What?
So as you kind of grip your deck of cards, you kind of squeeze them tightly to your chest, and you see It was 4 people, right? In the
It was 3.
It was 3 in the old party.
Each party had 3 people.
You kind of see them jumping out of Pablo in succession, almost like paratroopers out of the back of the out of the back of them, kind of almost like to follow you.
Right.
And they're laughing. They're not really paying attention. They're just kind of just being in the moment of falling through the air. And in the brief moment before you hit the ground at near terminal velocity, we'll say.
Right.
They turn to you, they look at you, and they all erupt in blue flame as their skin kind of starts to melt in front of your eyes. And roll a perception.
Okay. $19.
You hear their laughter as your kind of heart longs to join them in the songs that they sing. And you, in this moment, don't really fear death. You feel like you're returning to them. As you land right into the erupted crag of blue flame. What's interesting, though, is in the moment you feel like you would splat against the hard ground, the ground swallows you like water. And it almost cushions you as you splat. Now let's roll... I don't even know what this would be. I guess roll an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. This is my worst stat, so let's see how this goes.
Yep.
Natural 1, which I love. Because we long rested, so I'm turning that into a nat 20.
Dang, I forgot your character was broken as shit.
Yep. I'm using the Jester Mask to flip that to a nat 20.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. I don't know who this is, but we just got our first chat of the stream.
Ooh.
Welcome.
Yes. Christian Coranos, 3049.
Oh, that's CJ, one of my voice acting people. Hey, CJ. We're
Yo.
about an hour in.
And currently, all you've missed is Gale now has a new god.
Gale's Elsa now.
Gale is Elsa now, and one of our players is currently decided to free fall into fire.
Yep. From 1,000
like to-
feet in the air.
I like to say
So-
Gale has the powers of Elsa and the brains of Olaf. So there's do with that what you will.
Yeah.
I don't even know a Samantha.
Really good.
That was really good.
That was actually
Oh dang,
great.
for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was
That's
good.
my first time doing an Olaf.
Okay. So this will be kind of what happens here. Hello. So you flip that nat 1 to a nat 20, which is absolutely good for you, but it's really not going to save you too much. Because there is probably no roll that could truly save you from this. It
Right.
can only reduce what happens to you.
Yeah, no.
So you hit the spell plague and you go through, and you are now confounded and assaulted by everything, and you are currently everywhere and nowhere at the same time. You feel every atom, molecule, bit, piece of your body, your mind, your essence, your soul be ripped down to the minutest of levels and spread across all space in an instant. And you see, almost through this chaotic elemental wild, miles of blue flames hitting different worlds and different rifts that are slowly moving and scraping against each other in this cosmic anomaly of this compass kind of almost completed of different pieces of what you can only assume to be worlds as your mind somehow hangs on. A piece of you understands where you are. And you actually kind of realize a little bit more about what the spell plague is. But go ahead.
When she's basically, if I'm understanding this correctly, broken down and spread everywhere, so she's like everywhere on every plane of existence for a brief moment, yeah?
Yes.
I just want her to, if you'll allow, plane wide on every plane, just let out a blood-curdling shriek. That would be indicative of some that you would only hear from someone who just barely survived a 1,000-foot plummet into fire.
So
even though she didn't.
Yeah, your brain sends the signal to scream, and your sense of self screams, but no sound is heard. There is nothing to carry the sound, and you realize in that moment that you don't even have a mouth to carry that sound.
I have no mouth and I must scream.
It's just, you feel yourself screaming, though. And it's the only thing that really helps you hold on. As you feel 3 hands touch each piece of you, you almost feel at ease.
And she just, when she feels this contact, she just attempts to open her eyes because she knows their touch, and she wants to look them in the eyes.
You
Is
almost...
that cat Doku, or are we just staring at your crotch?
Yeah, there's a cat, huh? She's just the void.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Which is...
Sorry, I thought we were just staring at your crotch. I thought that was the camera now for us to stream.
Yeah, no. It's,
Welcome back, Sharice.
She is the void. Oh, she's gone now because we talked about her.
Yeah.
Which I thought was appropriate because that's exactly where one of your characters are.
Oh, no.
Actually, no. The void is a place. So I guess you're in the D-void?
Space between spaces.
And Christian, to answer your question, I didn't do this.
No,
For once, it wasn't Doku's
it was not Doku's fault.
Oh yeah, no,
Although,
I did this.
You'd be correct in assuming.
I've been teasing them with the spell plague this entire session or this entire game almost, and I have a character now that just jumped into it.
Yep.
You know, the other characters were like, hey, since that burns people up, we probably shouldn't touch it. And this one
That's
said,
rainbow.
And yeah.
Any excuse to kill your character, huh?
Yep, pretty much.
Well,
I kind of like the idea of character 5. I have this really neat idea for a ranger.
Are you actually serious?
You don't know.
I don't know. We're
The
gonna...
thing is, I don't actually know.
Yeah.
I swear, if I can't abuse your bars.
So this is...
I'm just saying I have this really cool idea for a strength-based ranger.
Alright, now...
Celia needs to win one game.
Rain, I was going to abuse the heck out of your charisma stat. I needed that for like 2 seconds.
So this is where we're going to start with this. I need you to roll. I need you to roll all of your dying boxes and tell me how many rolls it takes for you to actually die.
Perfect, because I actually have 3d20.
Oh gosh. What, only 3?
No, just 3 metal.
Well, this is
That's
pretty
pretty
metal.
low.
But I have like 12 resin
Is that it?
for now. 2 successes, 1 fail, with a 6, a 17, and an 18. Do you want me to roll again?
Yep. Keep going and tell me how
Okay.
many dice it takes for you to die.
Okay.
Dang.
3 successes. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
3 failures.
Okay. So 9 dice.
8 dice. Because I did
8
get
dice.
1 failure in the
Yep.
first set.
Gosh, you just rolled 3
That's
at a time. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good. You made it a little worse for yourself, but
Mm.
we'll see what's going on. And weren't you just talking about having a new character, like a new ranger
Yeah.
character? This person in
Yeah, I
chat was
was.
like, "Make a new ranger character." I was like, "You were just talking to me about that."
Yeah.
For making it rich.
So, what's interesting though is you rolled your dying boxes and you felt like dying, but you also felt like living. You felt like existing, and you felt like not existing. You feel everything and nothing. You exist in everything and nothing. But you held on for a while. So, I'm going to give you the rare opportunity. What questions do you have about the space that you're in? What questions do you have about the spell plague, and what are you trying to do? You're trying to harness the spell plague.
I'm trying to harness the spell plague. My questions. First one immediately is I ask this out loud. What happened to the woodland shield? And for your knowledge, the woodland shield is party number 4 that died from the blue flame.
And you seem to understand immediately that they became a part of everything. They became a part of everything and nothing at the same time. They experienced this exact thing that you're experiencing now. That they now are in every piece of dirt, every grain of sand, every gust of wind, every chaotic element, magic spell cast. A piece, an atom, a significance of them is now in all of it. In all worlds.
Question 2. Do the Glade Watchers still live? That's party number 2 who was sent to an extraplanar prison and she never got an answer.
How many years ago was this? And what...
I'd say 15 or less.
And they were in an extraplanar prison?
They were all sent to an extraplanar prison. She was not. She was able to get away.
Roll an insight check.
Okay. Decent enough. Let me see. 13.
I'll give it to you. They're here with you.
So they died or they still live?
They were also consumed by blue flame.
Okay. Question 3. Specifically from the Glade Watchers, does Friend still live? My Warforged buddy.
Yes and no. So
Okay.
they, them,
Whatever.
We're hit by blue flame,
Hmm.
but not all of them is here. There were parts that the
Okay.
spell plague could not consume, and so they are not in an alive state, but they are not dead.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say, with that, her final question: how do I save the realms? How do I make sure they didn't die for no reason? Make sure they still exist in everything.
So it's interesting. I love that you, like, you did your roleplay questions first.
Hmm.
And you feel an anchoring, actually. So in your response to this question, you are, how do I save the realm? You know, and you feel in this moment that the spell plague has to be stopped. And you understand in this moment that the only way to stop it is to stop the shifting of the worlds. And you need to restore what balance of the worlds there was. Now, I will send you something out of game in Discord that only you can know.
Okay.
But you know that to save the realm, the spell plague has to be stopped, and you know that the spell plague is caused as the friction it is the byproduct of the friction of the worlds shifting. It is the chaotic elements of everything and nothing that's in between all things that exist. So this isn't even a place of loss or in between loss or anything. It is just is. And it's basically the bonds that hold all realms and worlds together, and nothing living or dead could exist here. So, with that knowledge, and again I'll type it to you with the rest of what you know here shortly, you now need to roll something very high for me.
Okay.
Very high.
Oh, that's right.
This is why you make broken characters. You can do this.
Yes, it is.
So I need a strength save, a dexterity
Okay.
save, an intelligence save, a wisdom save, and a charisma save.
Okay.
You got this.
Everything's safe.
Do I get to, well, except con. Do I get to know what I'm trying to beat?
Oh yeah, thank you for the reminder. Con 2, please.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I don't care.
No, you don't.
my God.
You are going to have to roll though, really high. On most
Two
of
nat
them.
20s to start.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
So we'll attribute those to, if I can pick, intelligence and wisdom.
Okay. That's why I hate metal dice. Go back to your resin dice.
No, I've never used resin dice for this campaign.
Those are
not once.
those are flat landing on high numbers.
Yeah. No, they're not. I just have really good modifiers. I've gotten nothing beyond a 14 this entire session.
Okay, so it's not a natural 20, it's an unnatural 20.
No. These two are nat 20s.
Okay.
But this is my first time rolling above a 14 the whole session. And then I got a 5, which I'll attribute to my... You know what? I'll give that to my charisma and turn that into a 16.
Okay, and what are your intelligence and wisdoms with the natural 20?
21 and 23. 21 for intelligence, 23 for wisdom.
Okay. And 16, okay.
So now for my physicals. We have 18 dexterity, 19 constitution, 22 strength.
Okay.
So my lowest number of all 6 is 16.
Okay. So, what you feel is, for once, you answered your questions, got your questions answered, and you know that they are there with you. And instead of being sad and channeling your goddess of loss, you actually channel them. You channel them, knowing that parts of them exist here. That gives you strength to continue on and to fight on and to forge on. And you envision yourself sailing for the dawn until the darkness is gone, because you are fighting for everything. But you have been completely exposed to the chaotic elements of existing in this plane that isn't really a plane and shouldn't be here. But you somehow find the strength in them to put a hand out of the crag, engulfed in blue flame, as it smacks the earth, and you pull yourself out of it, one atom at a time, and you roll out of the crag, covered in blue flame, but it's not necessarily burning you. You are navigating each flame at essentially essence at a time. At such a minute level, it requires all of your focus until you actually separate yourself as from the flame itself. You navigate through it and come out of it as you just watch it burn. And you are going to now become something called the Plague Touched.
Touched or changed?
Well, it could be changed. The point is I was leaving it out of the campaign
Yep.
to not horrify you guys. But
Oh no, what have you done, Rain?
So
Gimme.
what's interesting here is this:
Fire and ice.
these mechanics only exist in 3 books. There is no hard mechanic for what this is. And they were novels that were written back in 2005 to 2008. And your DM is a nerd. And
What?
so
Sorry.
This
what?
group has nerds in it?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and it's funny too, because out of game there was another conversation that kind of happened that kind of stirred a lot of this on. And I probably shouldn't have encouraged it, but I did. So, when you see Winnie again, your friend did not return to you in one piece. In fact, your friend returned to you in many pieces of many things. Parts that were her, part that were not her. Parts that were part her friend, and part dirt, and part plant. As she returns to you, a twisted amalgamation of just the essence of everything all at once. And the more she was touched by the flame, the more twisted her body and mind got, to the point where the only thing that remained semi-her was her face, her smile, her hair. Her arms and legs actually seem a little bit larger. One arm and one leg is smaller than each other. She's not symmetrical anymore. She's actually taller, but because of the crick in her back to bend her forward, almost like a rat hunched over eating something, she's the exact same height as you know her, even though her spine is elongated and kind of hunched over. She could stand taller if she wants to, but is kind of curled in as some of her skin feels almost like a lizard because that is what it is. There are patches of her that has now been changed with metals and platinum and titanium and man-made and naturally occurring metals in different forms of processing all over her body as one of her eye's pupils gets replaced with a dancing blue flame.
Holy crap.
She now hovers off the ground permanently by about 12 inches as she seems to be carrying a rift of, you can't really tell what, it's almost censored, under her feet as she travels. And the rest of what changed and happened will be discussed later.
Here. Oh boy.
Can't wait for that conversation.
So who gets back to camp first, Gale or Winnie?
Gale.
How long are you falling?
Big surprise this morning. Oh dear gosh, you're gonna scare the children.
So just for thematic lookup reasons, we'll continue to call it Plague Changed. We'll keep it with the real name.
Please, poor kids.
Yeah, who would get back to camp first? Would
It would
how
most
are
likely
you
be
falling?
Gale.
It would be Gale. Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'll say
Just
Winnie
make
actually
sure.
returns
Like 5
Very-
seconds later.
very late in the we'll call late afternoon actually.
Okay.
Do you guys want to see the stock image of a plague changed creature?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Is that
I'll
even
put
a
it-
question?
I'll put it in maps here in a second.
Yes. Let me bring up maps. Come on.
My computer's actually fighting me right now. Hang on.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Let's see the weird little amalgamation our bard has become.
Our lovely barge. We remember her fondly.
Oh,
Oh my!
So, one of the biggest things about her appearance that you can see is that even though there are many different changes that have occurred and different things, it all seems to be stitched together by blue crystalline material. So her elbows, shoulders, knees, ankles, basically think of Sally from oh my god, Nightmare Before Christmas, thank you. But each stitch of thread would actually be a crystalline blue structure keeping her together.
cool.
I was about to call her Frankenstein's Winnie, but that sounds way too close to something inappropriate.
Now I gotta fix the cameras. What is going on? Discord!
And I've broken Sophie.
There we go. Alright.
Oh boy.
Alright, is anyone else
Wait,
doing
wait,
something stupid?
Now.
You know what? I'm gonna be the only one, other than Celia, who's not gonna do something objectively stupid. No offense to the two of you.
Oh no, I know what I was doing.
Okay, no, that's fair enough.
I know what I did.
Also,
Gale was
Carrie,
bracing himself
you
from migraine.
I no
start an
longer have
action
access
with,
to my book.
This is probably the most stupid thing I've ever done, and then back up on it later. You can't. That's not how that works.
My D&D book has been claimed.
He wants to play too.
Yeah, maybe I'll let her roll my next dice. I'll throw it on the floor and she'll play with it.
Just attach like a little bell to it, and that'll work wonders.
Oh, have I ever shown you guys Ding Ding's chicken with her?
What?
Yeah, so,
What?
okay, so it's called Ding Ding's Chickens. I've actually, mostly my wife, trained her to ring a bell if she wants treats.
Oh.
Do you guys want to see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like performing today? Why you give me that?
No, I
look?
just got comfortable, Father.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can set it up.
For some reason, I thought you were drinking milk there for a second, Sophie.
No,
No, she's eating ice.
it's the ice cream.
So someday you'll be tall enough. You don't need to drink more milk and get more calcium for that.
No, the growth plates freeze in your 20s, so I think I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my height settings are locked in. Slider won't move anymore.
Yeah, that's your height settings. My OS is just crashing constantly, and I can't do a hard factory reset.
Oh, I cannot wait to roleplay out the other characters getting back to
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Cool.
Stacia, Ding
Yeah.
Dings.
Elsa and the Rat
Ding-dings.
Queen.
Alright, hold on, let's see if she does it.
Oh,
Come on, Stacia, Ding Dings. Come on. Don't yell. Ding Ding's chicken, come on. No, hit the button. Don't just tap. There we go.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
that's so cute.
If
Don't yell.
you want more? Do more. There we go. Good girl. You want a couple more? Go ahead. This is for YouTube. Good girl. Good
is for you.
girl.
Adorable.
Alright,
See,
I
we
got
wouldn't do
one
this
more
on
for you.
Twitch, guys.
Yeah,
There
this
we
never happened
go.
on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's whenever she
Let's
finds
clip
this,
it.
if it's at like 3 in the morning, we have to actually get up. Because she'll dig into this closet where it is, and she'll like hit it, and I'm like, oh my god, now I have to give her treats. Okay. I'm going to put this up, and then I'll be right back.
And then Doku, I just shot you a quick message, so whenever you have a chance.
Okay, and I'll reply too, because I have to tell you something.
Perfect.
Secret whispers.
So glad that Winnie's not dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
Same. The second you
Oh
said
my God,
jumping
don't
like
let her
1,000 feet,
there.
I thought, no.
I was like, rain.
You
rain,
weren't lying
rain.
when you told me you had big plans for Winnie.
Uh-huh.
And
Less
I'll
big
wait.
plans and more splat.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I'm gonna have Celia respond to this.
Hmm.
Celia will be like,
I'm
I thought we had
cold.
one. What?
She's like the last bastion of sense in this room has left.
I have knowledge and I'm a freezer.
We've got Elsa and the Rat Queen.
I wouldn't so much call her the Rat Queen, because she's an amalgamation of everything.
The amalgamation queen.
That I'll take.
That
Zooble
beloved
from-
ABBA song.
Zooble from Amazing Digital Circus.
No.
Why did you zip up? I don't have a mouth.
I don't have a mouth. Hey,
You're a
cat!
goblin. Yes, Jax? I'm not gonna lie, when I jumped on, I was so tempted to say, like some sort of cane line.
Oh my gosh, that would have been funny.
Well, hello, my cattywampusses.
I love that one time when they all like got back from adventure. I forget exactly what he said, but then Jax just went, "Don't ever call us that again." Mood.
Donuts. Man, Doku's just really showing off his crotch now.
Oh my gosh.
Now you got me stimming.
Haha.
You knew what you were doing.
My plan.
My plan all along, Midoriya.
That was my plan all along, Midoriya.
You're too good at that accent. That impression.
Have no mouth and I must scream, Minetta.
God.
Jeez.
I'll haunt you in your nightmares, Minetta.
I'm your sleep paralysis demon.
I am the universe's reckoning. It's karma on your immortal soul.
All right. Perfect.
Mhm.
I like how that's
Welcome
when
back to
our one viewer that we had took off, I think. They're like, I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm out.
And that was it.
Okay. Sorry, so we diverted there for a second so I could show you the
My
fun
prop.
stuff. But okay, so yes, back to D&D and seriousness. Okay, so you got your message. So you know a bunch of stuff. Words. Okay, so that happens, and where do we go from here? So, you guys are still kind of at the camp. There's kind of a hazy fog and kind of moisture in the air. The smell of iron and blood kind of still permeate your nostrils, just as it is over this whole area. But most of the people that have camped here overnight have actually left or are in the process of leaving by now. Cedar, you were kind of playing with the kids for a long while. Gale, you would have returned to camp, and then if we move into the afternoon, Winnie would have as well.
Cool. I imagine when Gale arrives back at camp, he's gonna sort of head towards sort of Cedar and Celia and say, "Hey, I may have found out some information. Also, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, have you guys seen Winnie? I kind of have some bits I think the whole group needs to know about."
Wait, do we immediately notice this new change?
Do we notice the cold?
Oh yeah, like
So yeah, each
Hey,
of you
Cedar,
roll a
high five.
perception.
Ooh, yay. First roll of the
high five, Cedar. Sorry, I'll go lower.
You said perception?
Yeah, just perception in general.
16.
That's 12.
Okay. So Cedar, you guys both feel the cold. Cedar, you immediately realize that it is coming from Gale.
She's gonna like shiver, and it's that, it's that cute little owl shiver where like the feathers kind of like shake for a second. Why is it cold?
You okay? Oh,
It's not colder when you walked up. What did
that-
you do?
so I'm gonna wait for Winnie to come back and talk about this with you guys in a whole. I didn't die. I think that's important to preface,
Good.
given our history.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried should I be?
Honestly, 5.
I can work with
I
5.
feel fine. Nobody got hurt, I don't think. Well, that is another. I didn't get hurt, but there is another cat. There is another thing that I need to. I think when he talked to you about, I think Winnie might have. Also, it makes more sense if I speak to everybody and then I'm not repeating myself too much. But I'm okay.
Good.
Please don't be worried about me. Also, that
Okay.
cat is really cute. I don't
That's
know why
it.
there's a cat in the campsite. But yeah, where is Winnie?
I don't know. She took off a bit ago, I think.
She flew off. She didn't say where she was going.
Oh,
We
right,
can,
okay.
We can fast forward.
Yeah.
Into Winnie's return to camp.
Yes, please.
I sit on a
Ollie-
bench. Wait.
Oh.
Okay. So when she returns, I'm gonna say she has a newly formed cloak of crow feathers, if that's alright, Doku,
Awesome.
Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely fine.
to kind of conceal the rest of her body.
Does Celia notice the new change in Winnie? Because the thing is Celia can see souls of people with her eye, with her like little magic eyes she got from Velta.
Holy shit.
So what you see, especially in conjunction with souls, is that static. Imagine white noise. So whereas Winnie's soul was, just seems to be white noise, and so you don't. That's the change you would notice if you were trying to look at like someone's soul or her soul specifically. It just like man, maybe I'm too old. Do you guys know what white noise looks like on a television?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I always age myself a lot, and I'm like, let me make sure.
I'm not quite that young. I did have white noise happening on television when I was a kid.
Okay, I remember cassettes and VHS. Of course, I'm old enough to know what white noise looks like. I always find it quite calming.
I come from an era when I actually had to set the channel to play my game systems. So
Yeah.
okay.
Again,
Too, but it was at my grandma's place.
Right,
so-
that's the point that I was trying to make. At my grandma's place. But yes, okay. So
I had to
that's
do that at my place.
so her face is the same. The cloak is kind of, you do notice that she is kind of floating off the ground a little bit, but the cloak is kind of hiding any physical changes. And if you're looking at a soul's change, like I said, you're gonna see white noise, which is weird, but you can't necessarily tell why specifically unless you're going really deep into it.
Celia does just kind of just like look at Winnie, and if anyone's paying attention to her face, she just kind of scowls at it, like just kind of just like stares. You know when someone is like, huh, but they don't want to say anything, so they just kind of look and they're like, hmm. That's kind of what's happening with her face right now.
No. What's wrong, Celia?
Nothing.
Is that you, Winnie?
Yeah.
You look a little different. It's a cool cloak.
Do I? Thank you.
Yeah, new cloak.
Yeah.
Gale, you were going to tell us now that Winnie's here.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah. So, confession time. I kind of snuck out this morning, because there were some things that I felt I needed to deal with. I basically tried to commune with Aquafania and Shanti, which was a very stupid plan, but that's, high risk, high reward, that kind of thing. That's not gonna work.
Oh, okay.
Basically, when Shanti chose the Owlin as a new champion, his hate, his rage, and his anger kind of corrupted her. Which is probably doing a lot worse than a lot of the things that are going on around us. It's not her fault. It's just her choice in champion backfired. And it means that things are going to be a bit more difficult moving forwards. I didn't notice myself. Aquafania points me in the direction of, Celia, you know of the soup rabbit. I don't know if anybody else here has come across this hoppy little fellow. Sorry?
Is he somewhere around? It's been a while.
So
Sure, he likes to basically peek in on us every once in a while. Then he gives us soup. We drink the soup, and then he knows everything that's happened to us. He's pretty chill,
Yeah.
actually. He's one of the more
yeah, he was.
neutral. Was?
Yeah, so he gave me this vision. He gave me these memories, which is sort of the opposite of what he does. See, I'm really sorry to say he's gone.
Oh.
He aged right in front of me and fell.
Poor thing.
I'm really sorry.
Okay. You couldn't have known, and I'm sure he made his decision with not hastily.
No. And I promised that I would honour him in as many ways as I could. But the whole cold thing, that's a slightly different matter.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I went out there initially to try and find allies and maybe gain a bit more power, which isn't what I want, but it's what we need. We need to have all the powers, all the abilities that we can have at our disposal. And
Yes.
I remember hearing these stories back when I was being trained of this goddess of cold. She was Aurel, Stormbringer. She was quite an evil, meant to be quite an evil goddess, but she disappeared. And something happened to me out there. This cold energy sort of washed over me, and I took a chance and I let it in.
You let in an evil goddess.
I don't know if that's what happened. I don't feel any different aside from the fact I'm a little bit cold.
Physically, emotionally, like
I'm
elaborate.
I'm still me. I don't want to take over the world. I don't want to kill anybody. So
I
I'm
should
still
hope
go.
not. Well, yeah.
No.
Valid exception.
I don't know. I guess if she did try to overtake me, it didn't work, or it didn't take, or I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to be exploring this a little bit, so figuring out what's going on aside from me being a walk-in freezer. But this could be something potentially good, potentially what we need.
Does Celia see an imprint on Gale's soul?
Oh, good point.
Ooh, yeah.
Soul scanner. Point Celia in the direction.
Which god are you aligned with?
Yes.
That was an excellent question. Excellent question. You just. How about you roll an Arcana?
Oh, my greatest.
Feels like that one character in a zombie movie that hides the fact that he's been infected.
Oh my gosh.
I swear, I'm not an evil goddess. Show us your forearms.
That's a 10.
Oh no.
Okay.
Celia relies more heavily on insight
Yeah.
than Arcana.
The moment you look, you feel cold wash over you. And you feel almost like an icy hand gripping your heart for a moment as your heartbeat begins to rush and fear washes over your body as this flashes between your mind's eye for a moment. And this is in maps.
What? Get up maps, I'm trying to load it up.
and you are frozen in fear for a moment until you kind of immediately fight or flight response flight away from peeking or looking, and just as soon as it happens, it disappears and the fear fades from your body and you're able to move again.
Celia, you okay?
What did you
You
do?
hurt?
No. Do I recognize this god or creature?
Oh man, we have to establish your timeline.
Oh shit!
How long?
Oh, here we go.
Oh man, that was such a good question. I was unprepared. How long were you? How long were you dead? How long were you dead?
Okay, so it was before the last time the world went nutso.
So you were pre Second Sundering. Okay.
Yeah, because you were what I've established with Celia is back when she was alive, magic was more ritualistic and tied to the gods
Yes.
than
Yes. Okay.
the current casting system.
Yep. So you were dead long enough. So okay.
Been dead long enough.
You've been dead long enough. You're like the R.I.P.D. man. Like I just don't. All right.
Oh god, that movie,
That movie was so
that was
bad.
awful.
Cool.
I watched that one day on a hangover, and it was just the worst experience ever.
Hit me. Well, he said the name. So what I want you to do is hit me with a history or a religion, whatever's better for you.
Let's see, both are the same. Can I give a D6 since I'm utilizing my past? Because I have a thing that says that knowledge from past life, I can roll a D6 immediately after seeing the number on the D20.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 100%. This qualifies for that niche moment.
Yes, we love these moments.
Okay.
Therese, what did you roll? Wasn't that one? We need to
I'll
see if
re-roll it.
we can turn evil or into evil Elsa or something.
How many charges do you get? Because I thought you only had.
No, that's not that's the Jester Mask that auto turns it into an at 20. I have a reactionary skill that I can use whenever that lets an ally within 30 feet of me re-roll an at 1 once.
Okay, so yeah, do your re-roll.
Reroll.
Don't get another nat 1.
Thank you, Ken Rain.
Okay, that's better. Then let's see. +2. Well, that's okay. So it's 16, 18.
Okay. Man. So you correlate this completely. So what you saw that reached out to grip your heart gave you a memory, and you remember this completely. But you didn't know her as the Queen of Frozen Tears. You knew her in her more humanoid form of the Brittle Maiden. You remember her and her followers, key aspects being arrogant and vain. They were incapable of mercy or compassion, just like this god. He said the name, and it floods you with just memories of your last life, as the confliction confuses you for a moment, because Aru was the most hated enemy of Shanti. They waged wars, and Shanti won every year and brought the spring and quelled the winter that she represents. And they've been locked in a cycle of war until her death during the Second Sundering. and you know her as evil. But I will allow you to roll an insight because it is your specialty.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Why?
You do get that advantage permanently.
Silvery barbs.
Huh?
You do get it at advantage permanently because of your weird whatever.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So let's try and standardize. Okay.
Come on, Therese.
That is better. That is a 21
Oh, okay.
for insight.
Call me Tempest.
No! You better not joke about that out loud, because Cedar would
Oh no, right, yeah, right, yeah.
go
No,
back
no.
Shadowfell to whoop your butt.
through,
Like, yes, yes.
through the
Cedar's wings.
through the bitter cold and the finicky and fickle, unpredictable nature of Oral, you do not sense malice. Despite knowing their history and their absolute hatred for each other, knowing that this goddess is true, or, well, I guess neutral evil in 5e terms, which actually lightened her up. If we were going towards... No, I think she's always been neutral. But she is evil. You don't sense malice in this moment, in this alliance, in this attachment. And to the point where it actually, despite the fear, eases your apprehension.
So, in reaction with this very flood of knowledge from over the course of like a few seconds, like less than 30
Wild
seconds.
conversations.
6 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, about 6 seconds. Celia, you will see Celia almost activate her astral self in like an almost just like an instinct. And it her soul, you see her soul surfacing. But then once she kind of then it kind of at the end of the 6 seconds settles back in. Because or your knowledge, Doku, she was about to use her astral self to reach in and grab Gale's soul. Just on sheer instinct.
Wow. Get out of the body!
Yeah. Just on not thinking, not like a logical sense, just instinct. But then her soul settles back in, and she goes like, "What the hell did you do?"
I don't know. I just let it in. And that is about as honest as I can be with you, Celia, because I genuinely am not sure what I did. I just was thinking about what I could do to maybe make things easier, make things better, and I just felt the cold. I didn't struggle. I just stood there.
Celia sort of looks on with a mixture of, I wouldn't say concern, yeah, more of like concern and almost pity.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You chose a goddess that is the antithesis of who you originally followed. And I pray that since the time I was alive, that she has changed. I don't know if God.
Even if-
I put up a picture of how Celia would remember her.
Ooh, okay. Mouse is not my best friend today. It's still loading. Oh, dang. That's cool.
Spiky lady.
That's awesome. I'm spiky now.
Her miniature is actually really cool.
Ooh, I love
I must paint it.
it.
I do not know if gods can change, but I pray for your sake that she has.
I mean, if Shanti is being corrupted, then I guess that kind of means the end, right? I mean,
But can they change for the better?
that's a good point.
Even if they can't, I'm not going to change. I'm still me. I still feel me. I still think like me. There's just a little bit of coldness. And that physically, not emotionally. And I don't plan on that.
Promise.
I
Don't. Gale,
Please
you
don't make so little.
don't make promises you can't guarantee you'll keep. You let something into your soul. There is no guarantee that that won't change you.
Well then, I'll try not to change. Is that what you want to hear, Celia? Because let me tell you something about me. There may be versions of me that are evil, that are corrupt, that want power and are hungry for it, but that's not me. That has never been me, and that will not be me. And if by some chance that does become me, and this thing overtakes me and makes me into something that I don't want to be, then I will fight. I will resist it. And if I can't, then I will end things. I would rather not put any of you through that than live for one moment as the villain. So when I say I promise that I won't change, that's not just an empty promise or empty words. That is a fact.
There's one positive. It doesn't appear that the goddess currently holds malice against you.
That is good.
Same. And Celia kind of just gets up and she's just like, Winnie, now that you're back, shall we have lunch?
Oh.
That's that's
Have we noticed the changes in Winnie yet?
So Winnie's covered. She came back kind of covered in a cloak. Celia looked kind of more with her vision for soul usage, and kind of saw static and white noise, which is also kind of strange. But no, you guys haven't seen her physical body, because the only thing that she's not covering is her face, which seems to be untouched, aside from the one pupil.
Your eye looks different.
Is that
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
interesting?
But then again, so does your Cedar.
true. True, but we know where that's from.
I don't know, Vecna.
Something happened this morning? Like, did your eye hurt or something? Like,
No.
insight check.
Okay.
I think Celia automatically knows you're lying because your soul did not look ecstatic earlier.
But she's not trying to lie to Celia.
Are you flipping kidding me? Okay, that's gonna be a 5 overall, so I guess I...
That's a dirty 20.
Son of a
You know-
gun!
Roll the
I'm
5.
rolling inside as well. I'm rolling inside as well, because screw it. I want to see what's going on here. Okay. Oh, I can't read that voice now. Okay, that is.
Actually,
Oh,
not.
that is +6.
Yeah.
21.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm well aware of what happened to my eye.
Winnie, why don't you talk to us?
Not in public.
Okay.
Let's get into one of the tents, I guess.
We could also use Cozy Nest.
Yeah, I could. The only thing is, I'm a little nervous because aren't we traveling today? If we end up in a fight, I don't know if I want to. I just want everyone. Is it okay if I use it now? Y'all good with that? Because I don't know if I want to.
I mean,
If you're not...
go.
Sorry, go ahead, Winnie.
When he goes, I mean, frankly, I agree with your logic. Don't waste it if you don't need to.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable using it and you think you might need it later, that's absolutely fine.
Just in case. I don't know after what happened yesterday. I don't know what we're in store for. So.
Yeah, no,
Mind you, at this point, Celia has been gathering stuff to make lunch. Like, she's like gathering, like making sandwiches. Yeah, basically. She's just kind of like making a very simple lunch.
we get into the tent and there's like a forest charcuterie board or something.
Yes.
I guess once we get into one of the tents. Okay, Winnie, you wanted to share with the class or?
So when she enters the tent, she kind of sits down on whatever's available to sit on. And she goes, before I reveal anything physical, let's go for the story behind it. For the last 20 years, I've been at adventuring parties. For the last 20 years, I've watched my friends die, and I've always gotten away because I always ran. Well, I realized after yesterday that all I did was run again. I survived with my power because whether I decided to or not, I still ran. So I got tired of running. And I did the stupidest thing I've ever done, but I don't regret it. Not in the slightest.
What did you do?
I face the fire head on. And she drops the cloak. And you see a left arm made of withered vine, ending at the wrist, where the hand of Vecna is. You see a right arm made of metal with no elbow or shoulder, connected through pure magnetism. You see a left leg of mineral and rock. You see a right leg of ever-frozen ice. You see a chest of shifting dust. And then she clicks her left hand, and minor illusion drops, and you see 2 scars over her right eye, and a set of spiraling horns coming from her forehead.
Winnie,
Does it hurt?
what happened?
No. I jumped.
When you say the fire,
The blue shit. The fun stuff.
What?
okay, I have a lot of questions. The first one is why?
Because I got tired. Because I gave in. Because I just knew there had to be some kind of change. I needed to know what was on the other side. I got tired of fighting when it never made a difference. Because I've been fighting for 20 years, and in 20 years it hasn't made a difference. So I took a chance. I took a chance that whatever the hell makes me so lucky would make me lucky one last time. And I was right. And that was stupid. I freely admit that. It should not have worked. I freely admit that. But now we have something else. We have something greater. And she kind of lifts her right metallic hand, and Gale and Cedar both start to feel weak as she rises up, a little spark of blue flame just sitting in the palm of her hand, having no effect.
What are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm touching it and I'm fine.
Please put it away.
Yeah.
And she closes her hand and it extinguishes.
I think
Thank you.
Cedar's gonna kind of stand up and kind of start pacing a bit.
I need a con save from you, though.
For me?
Winnie.
Okay.
Oh, for Winnie.
Nat 20.
Dang.
Noted.
Noted.
Celia kind of just looks closer at Winnie's soul and basically is trying to find it at this point.
She goes, and she looks directly at Celia and goes, from the little bit I know you, I can gather what you're looking for. And I can tell you you won't find it, but you also already have. Because it's everywhere now. It's in everything. I am everything.
Are you a threat to this party now?
If I am, I'll follow in Gale's footsteps.
Sell your soul to an evil ice deity?
I think people need to let it go. Come on.
Yeah, I just can't hold back the jokes anymore at all.
Oh gosh, guys! Oh my God.
The dad jokes are uniting.
So are you one with the wind and rain now? Is that what I'm getting now?
Wind and sky.
Wind and sky, Doku.
I know.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
You're a nerd.
I think
Disappointed.
I think probably Gale, since he's been around Cedar the longest, can kind of like tell from just like the way her feathers kind of puff up a little bit that she is a little on edge right now. Winnie, and what would have happened if it didn't magically work out for you?
Then I would get to see everyone I lost.
No goodbye? Nothing?
No.
That was a stupid plan.
Yes,
I'm
it
glad
was.
it worked. But that was a stupid plan. Both of you.
Yes, it was.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Bad plans. And she just kind of turns around and just walks out of the tent. And kind
Gale
of
will...
once she hits the forest edge, she's going to use that ability that she got, where she can blend into the forest.
Can you still use that?
I think so, right, Doku?
That's not a Fey power.
What?
That was never a Fey power. That was a stone giant power.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, once she hits the forest edge, it's like disappears, and she knows she's using it. It's intentional.
Yeah.
I think Gale will have followed to try and sort of talk to her and sort of do his thing. So I'm guessing I'm going to try and find Cedar.
If he can find her.
So what we'll do is we'll do a perception at disadvantage versus a stealth with advantage.
Ooh,
Okay.
Celia and Winnie now.
With disadvantage. Okay. Got it.
Consolation dice and psychic dice. They both rolled the same one. That's funny. So I got a 21.
I got a 15.
All right.
For disadvantage, 15's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, not bad.
So you are
Gale
not
is still
able
gonna
to
try and
find
trick
her.
her though.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's going to sort of go for the forest and go, I can see you, Cedar.
She's already gone. She just started walking.
I was going to try and Odysseus this.
Odysseus. Yeah, no. Cedar knows that she's hiding right now.
Okay.
Cedar,
if you're out here, I know it was a stupid idea, and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to hurt you any more than I already have, or to upset you. And that was a stupid idea. I'm sorry. I just wanted to give us the best chance. I'll leave you be. When you're ready, let's talk. But only on your terms. And again, I'm sorry for everything. And he'll turn and head back to the camp.
and while Winnie and Celia are alone, if I may, she's gonna go, you know, for everything I could have lost, and she kind of looks down and gestures at her body, for everything I did lose, I gained a lot more. And I would like to show you the world through my eyes for one moment, and show you one thing that I've gained.
Celia turns and just kind of nods and just nods at Winnie and kind of sits down, preparing herself for hopefully not pain.
And she hands you a playing card. Do you take it?
Yeah, she does. She trusts
The
Winnie
m-
enough at this point.
The moment you touch the playing card, across the room, sitting in a vacant chair, Doku, if I may, is your princess.
Celia like immediately stands up when she sees it.
I can see them now. I can see everyone I've lost, and I can give that gift to others.
Is she really here?
In a way, yes.
Celia kind of like walks forward, like with her hand like tentatively out.
If you make contact, it kind of does disperse like smoke, but only at the place you're making contact. As a whole, you still see her.
I don't know if this is kindness or cruelty.
Both. And it's what I see forever now. And she gestures to her eye. This pupil will never not see them. But I choose to look at the good side of that. I choose to look at the fact that now everyone I love that has died can help me fight for the greater good, because I can use their knowledge against everything that killed them.
Thank you.
Not only that, not only am I immune to a lesser degree to the blue flame, I think I can stop it. Somewhat. I can redirect it. With time, with practice.
How much time will it take for you to get better at it?
I don't know. I didn't think I would survive this. Like I said, it was pure luck that I did. But because I did, I truly, genuinely believe that I am better for it. And you can see what is left of my soul in my body. So you can tell that I am not lying.
I know. Would it be cruel Would it be a burden to ask if I can see her every once in a while?
Keep the card. I'll only take it back when I need it.
She kind of just brushes her finger over the card.
Every time you touch it, you will see her. So only touch it when you want to.
And if I can add,
Uh-huh.
so since these are a recreation in your own mind and only you can see them, you essentially determined how they act. So she would emulate essentially conversation and act exactly like she would seeing you back and having a conversation with you and existing with you. So her personality is exactly how you remember her. Her conversations with you will be exactly how you remember her. And the same goes for you, Rain, as well. So the interaction is essentially recreated from your own memories. But it can form into new words, new thoughts, new conversations, topics you've never talked about. So for all intents and purposes, they exist in your mind as a person that you can see, feel, touch, hear their breath exist, but no one else can. And they are exactly how you remember them, and can have, like I said, new conversations and interactions with them. But they are created from you. So keep that in mind.
And she looks at Celia and goes, I will freely admit I had no idea what I was doing. I did not know if it would work, and I did not think I would live. But because I did, and because I did, I think we have a fighting chance. Because I will very clearly stop at nothing to fix this, to make their deaths worth it. And if that means ending me too, fine. I don't care.
I can respect that. Right, she kind of like tucks the card away, and I actually I wanted to find you, but you had taken off before I could talk to you. I wanted your assessment as someone who's traveled as a party member and has interacted with the Fae more than often than I did. Do you think Cedar is, as she currently exists, ready to become a Fae Queen?
No. Outright, no.
That's what I feared. I was wondering if you could help me. I would like to set up a meeting with the Fae Queens. All of them, or as many as be willing to show up. But I don't know if they'll be willing to listen to someone who's not personally connected to them.
I can do that.
Thank you. Do you have perhaps a telepathy ability where we'd be able to communicate?
I don't. I mean, I might now, but I didn't before.
Could we see it if we can? Does she?
And Winnie will try.
Doku.
Oh, by the way, Doku, I messaged you on Discord.
Gotcha. So you kind of just like sit there and you squint real hard and you're like telepathy and you're trying to like send like this mental message, but to no avail. However, you think it's working. So you think you're sending a message to her, and you hear her responding, but she's not actually.
Okay. I love this. She goes, I mean, I think it's working.
I've heard nothing.
Insanity, good to know.
And like Celia actually just starts laughing. Okay. I guess we'll need to find a magic tool. I don't... Unless you do... Do you think the Fate Queens would appreciate the telepathy and you being the spokesperson, or do you think they'll be more angry?
I think I should be the spokesperson, frankly. Especially now.
Well, once we get some
So
gold,
I like that idea, but and we could always just be upfront with them and tell them, I'm not the idea guy. I'm the mouthpiece. You're the one with the ideas. I'm just here to convey them because I could do that better.
very well. She pulls out her journal and she's like, well, until they get back, would you like to go over what my propositions are for them? Review as in prep for this negotiation.
Sure.
And she starts kind of going over with Winnie the different arguments and they go kind of back and forth on like this could work or this might not work, and like, no, I don't think that Cedar will go for this. I was going to include Gale with this, but to be frank, I don't think I want to add another deity into this.
I can understand that.
Oh, Harry!
No, it makes complete sense. Gale's like, what?
So then when Gale kind of comes back, she does kind of close the notebook and she's like,
Oh, if you guys are in the, I can. And he'll sort of turn and walk.
No, Gale. I have something
if
I need to
you're-
show you.
Oh, okay. He'll come in.
Because
and
I
he'll-
need to do for you what I just did for Celia. I need you to see what I see. I need you to see why I did this.
Okay.
And she basically just parrots everything she said to Celia and extends you a playing card.
Gale will take the card.
And Gilcius appears across the room.
Okay, how are you?
I can
Can he-
see the dead. My dead. My friends, my family, everyone I've ever lost. And anyone who touches these cards can do the same. That is something I've gained. For everything I lost, for everything I could have lost, I gained so much more.
Can he see me, or is it just a one-way?
No, it's fully two-sided. The only thing is he is practically just a figment of your memory. You can have new conversations, learn new information, but everything you know about him is just what you remember.
So he won't grow or change. He'll just be as he is now.
Pretty much.
Gale will pocket the card. That must be a lot to see.
It's not so bad. Not if I can learn new things, not if I can find new ways to stop this, stop more people from dying the way everyone else has. For one person to suffer to save all of the realms, I think you know better than the rest of this group, given what you also did this morning. That's worth everything.
It is. And I've been thinking about it ever since we left that camp. You know, it's weird. They fear us, they hate us, they want to put us in cages because of what we are, who we're aligned with, and yet I still want to save them.
I know.
They may fear me and hate me, but that doesn't mean they don't deserve not to live.
Except for one. I'm going to rip that Warforged metal from metal, bolt for bolt.
Yeah.
I will freely extend that offer to you and Cedar first. You lost more to him than I did. All he did was piss me off and insult my best friend.
As long as Cedar is safe. That's all that matters to me.
Then we're on the same page.
Does Cedar come back at some point?
Yeah, at some point she's gonna come back.
Because please know, if you're gone too long, Celia will go hunt you down using her soul powers.
Actually, wait, no, I like that to happen. No, she doesn't come back. She's gonna find
Celia
somewhere
comes out
to-
like the Predator, like looking for her soul with her soul vision.
I mean, that's circles.
She's like, you may be able to hide your physical self, but your soul's another matter.
Wait, I kind of want that to happen. Can that happen? Let's do that.
She starts doing like the Predator clicking as well, just to go fully into character.
I think Cedar kind of like gets out into the forest far enough. And she kind of like takes out her sword and starts like slashing at a dead tree, just trying to burn off some like adrenaline and anger.
But by the time it starts getting closer to night, she does go and she's like, I'm going to go find her before it gets too dark.
There's the flipping bird.
Where's the bird?
I will say it's probably not too difficult between the squawking of frustration and the loud chopping noises. As she slowly is cutting away the very things that are actually keeping her blended into nature.
Look, one dead tree that you just zeroed all her wrath into.
It's more like a stop.
Did you want to be found, or do you want to roll off again?
Let's roll off, just for the fun of it.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
What is it again?
So it'll be a straight stealth versus a straight perception.
Can I, for shits and gigs, can I have bardically inspired Celia before she left?
Ooh.
Oh wait, this is a 9. Oh, that's a 9. They put the 6 and the 9 right next to each other on my dice.
Why did they
It's
do
so
that?
confusing.
Is there not like a little
Yeah,
line?
well,
that
we
denotes-
can add a bardic inspiration if you want to burn the slot.
So if you
Oh,
want
there's
it, you have a
dot.
D10.
Hey, there's a singular extra dot, but it's kind of hard.
What do I add to it?
If you want it, you have a D10.
A D10. That is actually something I want.
My whole thing is like 18.
Okay, I didn't need it really,
Huh?
but
Yeah.
that's with that is 27.
You got me.
Wow.
Celia's not losing track of her party members.
She is found
Yeah.
hacking away at a dead tree.
This little 4.5-foot bird.
5'1.5".
Celia walks up and she kind of does her little curtsy towards you.
Oh, hey.
You should return for dinner.
I don't know. I kind of stormed off out of there. It's gonna be embarrassing now. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna stay the night out here, but it's just it sucks. All of this. And I know it sucks for everyone right now, but it shouldn't have to. Like when I find the king who's responsible for this, ugh. I hate this and I'm scared.
Here's a natural response.
I know, I just didn't want to snap at either of them.
So storming off, making them worried about you, and hiding away from them was your solution?
Well, they could go sneak off and jump into fire and give themselves to a evil ice goddess. So me coming down here and defacing an already dead tree is much better, I think.
No. I don't think it's better. It's not worse. They're allowed to make their own choices, Mother Stragine.
I know they are, but I'm tired of losing people, whether that be to death or to them changing before your eyes.
If you'll forgive my insolence, but as much as I express concern for Gale's change, if they didn't change, they wouldn't be living.
I know. Living things change.
I've heard scientists have started catching up with this idea.
Really?
Yes. I've just been talking to some of the others in the camp.
Oh yeah, the kids are sweet. I bet this doesn't look real queenly right now.
You
You can
see
say it.
Celia just like, I don't want to insult this queen.
Celia, I already know you're thinking it.
Yes, but doesn't mean it needs to be spoken out loud.
Go ahead. I've had worse. I've had worse said to me.
You have never come across as queenly.
Yeah. I know. I'm not good at it.
No. But you are kind.
I try.
Not many people would see a corrupt soul in the Shadowfell and think, let's befriend it.
You were lonely. I know what that's like.
Yes. Now, we should be getting back before... Is Gale your friend, or... What do I define your relationship as?
That's a question. Wow, okay, that's definitely not where I was expecting this to go.
Forgive me, I don't...
No, it's okay. I mean... And she kind of like starts messing with her feathers as she's talking.
You're going to ruin your feathers.
No, don't worry. I already like, and she kind of shows the little part where it's a bit thinner on her wrists from like her little habit of picking her feathers out.
Mother should...
Yeah, that just happens sometimes. Is it obvious? I mean, I didn't expect it flipping like him like that. It's annoying. Because I don't know what to do with it. Do you know anything about that kind of thing? Should I ask Winnie? I mean, she's a bard. Bards know about that kind of thing, right?
Forgive me, I've been dead for a long time.
You know
this
what?
body's not exactly fully living.
Okay, no further questions on that. I think I'd like it to be more. I don't know exactly what that looks like, especially with the end of the world, maybe, hopefully not, but
Okay.
I don't know how to define the relationship.
Your paramour.
What? Let's maybe keep this conversation between us, please.
You see, like, Celia has almost like a glint of mischief in her eyes.
Celia.
We should be getting back.
Celia! And Cedar follows Celia back to camp specifically because she knows, like, she's like, Celia, please.
And Celia just kind of ever so slightly picks up the pace just to purposely make you start running.
Longer legs.
But we do make it back.
Yes.
By the way, I don't believe we'll be able to continue traveling today. It's already dark.
Okay, maybe we can get to Bearwing tomorrow.
You should probably warn whoever we're meeting that we will be a little late, but we are still on our way.
Yeah, I'll let her know. I mean, granted, I'm not really sure how much of my messages she's absorbing.
I'm more referring to the other person we're meeting.
Yes, I'll send off 2 messages then. I don't think I've used any spells today, so I'm gonna do that real quick after I go and apologize to Gale for storming off, because that probably wasn't the most mature thing to do.
No, it was not.
Thank you, Celia. And she she walks off to go find Gale. Hey, it's me.
Hey.
Back. Sorry I stormed off like that. I didn't want to say something that I regret, and I got scared.
It's... Of course it's okay, Cedar. You needed the space. I understand. I'm just sorry that I put you in that position.
No, I know whatever happened, whatever ended up happening, I know you meant it for the best.
Doesn't make it not a stupid plan.
No. Just please don't turn into something you're not.
I don't plan on doing that. And like I said earlier, that's the last thing I want.
Okay. So, are we good?
Of course we're good, Cedar. How could we not be?
I mean, I kind of stormed off and used my camouflage abilities to make sure you couldn't find me.
Under the circumstances, I think that's... I can understand why you did what you did.
Thank you. Maybe we can try and make it to Bearvein soon, hopefully.
Yeah, we should probably rest up tonight and then leave.
Not tonight, though.
Yeah, we're not going to head out at night. It's... Well, with everything going on, we don't know how dangerous it could be out there. And
Yeah.
I'd rather not get captured again.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
No.
I'm gonna go and apologize to Winnie, and then I gotta send off some messages to make sure mine knows we might be a little bit late. And also, whoever the guild sent to go fetch I might also tell him to hang back for just a sec.
Of course.
I wouldn't want him accidentally startling Mai. Not good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
accidentally
certainly.
got one from school. Bad plan. Bad idea. Well, it wasn't exactly a plan. Didn't go well, though.
Yeah, I'm imagining very bad thing to annoy or sort of frighten a very powerful wizard.
Sorcerer, but yeah.
Sorcerer, sorry.
No worries. All right. I'm gonna go find Winnie. And so she just goes to find Winnie.
Well, hey, if you, after you've done all that, if you want to talk more or anything like that, would you say the word?
Same to you.
Thank you.
Does Cedar find Winnie?
Yeah, I would say she's just sitting in the same tent, playing some cards by herself.
Hey.
No.
Okay.
No. You don't understand. No, as in I don't accept your apology, solely because you have nothing to apologize for, because all you did was do as you pleased, which would only be hypocritical of me to blame you for, given everything I've done today. So no.
Okay. I'm still going to say that I'm sorry for being harsh towards you.
Also no.
I won't apologize for saying that your plan was stupid, though.
Oh no, it was.
It was.
But I need you to understand. And I need you You don't have to like it, but I need you to understand why I did it. And I have a
get it.
lot to tell you. No, I have a lot to tell you. Specifically you.
Oh. Okay. And Cedar's gonna kind of sit down. Sure. What's up?
Tell me about, because I've just through scrying with Dimrin, I've noticed that you pray to a few different gods. Tell me about them.
Oh, two main ones really. Mistra, magic and all that. Then there's Adrifania. That was actually, it's a bit of a long story, but I back when I was kind of on the run when I was younger, before I met Shalius, I got into a bit of a sticky situation where I was trapped, and that's why I don't like cages. Really don't like cages.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who got me out of it were some monks and clerics of Erdrifania, who is from what I heard from them before I slipped out and ran like heck. They didn't do anything. I was just paranoid. Was that she is a goddess of flying things, of the wind, of freedom, and that was really comforting to me.
I see. Well, if you don't mind, I have 2 more questions for you before I go into my explanation.
Sure. I mean, I can't say I'm an expert, but I've done a little bit of reading when I can find sources.
What do you know of Mistra?
The classic stuff you find in books, there's been a couple different Mistra, Mistral, blah, blah, blah. She's in charge of magic, but then there's other deities also in charge of magic, but she's very much a wizarding goddess. A lot of her magic tends to be more geared towards wizards, so, wanting to be a wizard myself growing up, I kind of thought it'd be a good idea.
Have you ever heard or know much about the Second Sundering?
Heard a little bit about it as I've been traveling with all this going on, but not a ton, admittedly. Well, Doku, should I roll history or something?
Above game, do you as a person know about the Second Sundering?
Nope.
So that's kind of the, yeah, go and roll history.
Doku, you know what I'm getting at, so don't reveal that bit.
I'm not.
That's a nat one.
Oh,
Perfect. I'm not gonna let you re-roll that. That's
yeah,
what I wanted.
No. You honestly don't know anything about the Second Sundering. And with a nat 1, you are completely in the opposite direction with it. But no, you don't know what it is.
Okay. Not really, no.
Then I have something that'll be hard for you to hear.
Oh. Gatito.
Aw.
Cute cat. Alright, give me the bad news. I got to see the cat, that helped.
She goes,
Correct me.
yeah, Mistra died.
Well, dang it.
That's what caused the Second Sundering. That's what caused the imbalance. Mistra's death.
5 different clerics about
Can I
stuff
nitpick your words?
Please.
That's what allowed
Fair.
That's what allowed it to happen.
Fair. She goes, but I know more than just that.
Okay.
Because through even just common sense and common knowledge, if the fall of power can cause the Sundering, can cause the Spell Plague, and the rise of the Fae taking her place fixed it,
Mm-hmm.
then all we have to do is put someone else in their place.
In the place of Mistra, or
Both. The Fae are too weak. Mistra's dead.
huh?
All we have to do is replace that one piece of the puzzle.
And things should be okay again.
Hypothetically.
Who did you have in mind?
I don't know.
Okay.
Kidis becomes the
Theoretic-
ruler of the world.
Oh my god.
No.
Well, actually, Kidis wouldn't even work because Kidis is taking the place of Lolth.
True.
I know, but it was just I was just
yeah,
thought it'd
no,
be
I would have loved
hilarious.
that.
That'd be absolutely
But she goes, and beyond that, on a personal level, I need you to know why I did what I did. And she hands you a playing card,
She takes it.
and Strix appears across the room.
Okay. I mean, I saw his soul get dragged into the abyss, so what's this?
This is him. This is your memories of him. You can have new experiences, new conversations, learn new information. I see all of my lost dead, always. But I can also probe them for information to a degree and learn how to fight this.
Are you okay?
No. And I haven't been for 20 years. Why do you think I jumped into a pit of fire from 1,000 feet in the air?
Yeah. Thank you for this. And she holds up the card.
What I did was stupid, but it wasn't without a plan.
I know. That's not the part I have a problem with.
I know.
Had a problem with. Maybe somehow, some way, we can find something to help you be okay again.
I doubt it, but I'd like to hope.
Yeah. Thank you for doing what you did.
Yeah.
Even if I disagree with your choice and still think it was a stupid choice.
Oh, it was. But I would do it again 1,000 times over. Because
Just
my
maybe
life,
don't.
even if I died, if I never came back, maybe because of my deep-seated connection with the Fae. Because can any of the rest of you or anyone in this world say that they've fought for the Fae for 20 years and lived?
No, not really.
Right. So if I died and that connection to the Fae was lost, don't you think that might have just fucked up the world enough to push it over the edge and maybe start anew?
Your life matters too, Winnie.
I know. I know it does. But if I could trade mine for everybody else's, I'd do that every single time without second thought.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm not dead, but if I died, I wouldn't be upset either.
We would be.
I appreciate that.
Figured you should know that.
Thank you. Oh, and one more thing, just because I'm a little bit of a dick still.
Oh boy. It's been a long day, but sure. What's up?
She stands up, not floating, solidly planted on the ground. Stands up straight, and she's 5'2".
No! No! Are you kidding me?
No, I'm kidding.
She's back free.
Winnie! No. Celia does arrive with what was originally supposed to be lunch. Please eat. I don't require it, but you do.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Celia. and Cedar's gonna go back over, like carrying the food over to Gale and Winnie. Eat, or I think she will kill us.
I think I
don't
jumped
know
in the
that,
fire
let's-
today. I think I can fight a monk, but I could use some food.
Eat the flipping
No,
crackers
bad
and cheese,
call,
Winnie.
bad call. Gale is eating straight away. He doesn't want to incur the wrath of Celia.
Eat the flipping crackers and cheese, Winnie.
But Winnie will start eating, and as she's eating, she'll look over at Celia and go, "How long has it been since you last cooked?"
It wasn't complicated. I didn't technically cook anything. I just put ingredients together that I knew were safe for consumption.
Not a bad first attempt.
Thank you. I didn't really cook
Is this
much
forest bread?
either.
You're still better than me.
Noble women didn't cook.
No, I know, but you haven't seen what happens when I try. It's bad.
Yeah, I have.
Hey,
It's not fun.
You still try, and that's what matters. That's what means the most.
I mean, yeah, but
Having edible food, it matters, I think, a little bit more.
Don't comment.
Gale, you've seen me cook the most. You really.
I've seen what happens to the kitchen after you cook,
Bad thing.
or what's left of it. But if it's something you want to do, you'll get the hang of it.
So,
Danger to many people's health.
no, I guess what I'm hearing is you burn down more kitchens than airships.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, too.
Is that DM shade? What just happened?
What was that?
Cedar, why are the gods shouting at you?
They're shouting at me for my cooking.
But you should also get some rest. I recommend we take off early tomorrow morning.
Yes, I'm gonna send the messages real quick. She's gonna burn a message spell. First to, I forget the name. Whoever Oshalius sent. I still hate the fact that you named him Rapid. Dying inside your hat. And she's like, "Oh, what's your name, sir?"
Oshalius.
But it's she sends it to the whoever was sent to go get my. Hey, gonna be a bit late. Don't startle my. Hang back a little bit for your own safety. Be there soon. Thank you, from Cedar.
Don't worry. Be happy. Do. No, I'm joking.
Makes sense now.
Right. You just kind of hear a message back that says, "Is that a threat? Why are you threatening me? I'm just supposed to be picking up your friend, and you're threatening me.
No.
Keep my
No,
distance,
I'm
or else. Well, guess what?"
No.
And then you hear the popping of a cork and the pouring of a glass. And that's the last thing that you hear over the sending message.
How many of these do I have per day?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's third level.
Third, thank you.
Early sending should be third level.
Yeah,
It is.
I did put it back in. I have 3 of them. She's gonna do a second one. Not a threat, just a warning. Snuck up on her once. Was singed for a week. She might be jumpy. Just a warning. Friendly. Bye.
Is this
Friendly
little lady
bye.
threatening? I'm not even sure she's coherent enough or sober enough to give a crap. You'd be like,
Oh boy.
she's my best friend now. We're great. She's told me all the stories about you. And then that's the message
Oh
ends.
no.
You hear this? You just see her go, great! That's amazing!
Perfect.
And then she's gonna burn a message to, one more message to, my. Gonna be a tad late. Here you made a friend. Will be there soon. Love you. From Cedar. P.S. Please don't die. Please, please.
God?
This woman.
Is that you? If you can hear me, bring me back my school and my students
That's sad.
and that alcohol that my new friend just brought me. It was delicious. Something called Hammer Time. My students and more Hammer Time. And that's the end of the message.
She is putting the my in migraine.
But she's asking for more hammer time. Clearly, she needs to stop before more hammer time occurs.
We'll flash forward to a flashback of her casting Revivify on her liver,
God.
just to continue drinking.
Oh dear goodness.
No, that is.
I know!
A diamond burns up and a bottle opens, and that's what's happened.
Diamond!
She later uses the diamond as a bottle stopper.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Alright.
But yeah, I think after that, Steve's probably just gonna be like, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna need rest for when we see her. I don't think it's gonna be easy.
Okay. And with that, I'm assuming you all kind of hit the sack, except for, I mean, are Winnie and Celia still doing the thing?
Celia will probably keep Winnie up a little bit just to continue going over different arguments in different ways.
Sleep yet. This is
And kind of for Celia to learn more about the Fae court and how the Fae's politics work. In the hopes of kind of getting a little more leverage, because she's like, I know how courts work. I don't know how Fae work, so we'll see how similar this is.
She's like, I know half of this phrase.
So kind of learning more about that and kind of refining the arguments to better suit the Fae. And then once Winnie goes to bed, she'll probably sit down and pull the card out and just lightly chat with with the princess. Just kind of very quietly going over their lessons that she attended with the princess on diplomacy and negotiation tactics and how to read a room and read the room of diplomats that you're interacting with and things like that. And then she'll, of course, just rest and watch over everyone.
I just picture her just sitting there,
I
staring.
Yeah.
mean,
Are you not resting, Gale?
Oh,
She sat in the corner. Are you not resting, Mother Stragine?
you just see Cedar just like full body jump, just ah! It'd be so funny. Damn it! No, it's just Celia. It's just Celia.
It's a sleep paralysis. Oh no, it's just Celia.
Okay.
But I don't know if anyone else is doing other things, but that's what Celia's done for tonight.
I think for the interest of time here, we'll go ahead and say you guys talked for a little bit and kind of just compared notes, talked, did your thing, tried to get ready for what you're doing, and then you all kind of hit the sack or rest or recover or do whatever you do, because I know some of you guys stay up.
Because
And
I don't need sleep.
the dawning of the new day
Alright.
happens.
Looking at the time as a player, I can go for maybe like another 15 minutes or so. Just work tomorrow morning. I've got to get a few things sorted out. I hope that's okay for you guys.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was, I think we were planning, or at least I was potentially planning to go, well, actually probably around that time, honestly, so, we'll just see
Okay.
where we kind of end up, and then...
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
So I guess in the morning.
Celia helps pack up, and she then kind of like looks around. She's like, "Our airship is broken. How are we traveling?"
Oh, that's a very good question.
your
and I haven't got
Lamborghinis?
wings.
Oh gosh.
Goodness sake.
I have psychic damage.
And I haven't got wings, so we can't exactly fly there. Do we risk
Giant
the old
bird.
way?
The bird's not big enough.
Huh?
The bird's not big enough.
Oh man, just cram all three of you inside the
But
bird.
the thing is like Winnie can fit inside, Gale can cling to the outside, and Cedar can carry me.
Poor bird. What if we put Gale and Celia in the bird, and then since Winnie
Only Winnie fits.
Oh, never mind. I guess we have to walk.
An even tighter
I
fit now.
Yeah, because Winnie's bigger now.
But in
But
any case, I guess we're walking.
Yeah.
In
just
the
walk.
early morning before Winnie's gonna wake up a little early and
Celia's
just
not
try.
keeping a close eye on Winnie.
That's fine. And Celia would just see Winnie go off into like an area where the forest has already been destroyed and try and hone her new power.
Okay,
Alright.
roll a con for me.
Okay. Can I bardically inspire myself for this?
Since you didn't declare it in advance,
Okay.
actually you can. It's not a problem. I figured if you were going to do any training, you probably would. I'm just giving you trouble.
Yeah. Okay. 17.
Okay, noted. You are. So what are you trying to do exactly? Are you trying to focus on, like, because right now you're at your feet, like I said, the reality is kind of warped. Are you honing into that? Are you honing into the fire itself?
Right now she's trying to hone in, because she had an idea last night after the party had discussed, while she was thinking about how we would get to Bervane. She wants to work on teleportation.
Okay. So to some degree then, you will learn again how to navigate the flames, and you'll kind of put yourself in a position where you're kind of stepping into the flames, and you are trying to think about this in the way people would, and bending two spots. and so you know that you actually have to kind of go into the crag a little bit that you create that's under your feet to be able to do that. And so right now you're kind of touching the surface. Now keep in mind, is every time you make contact with the infinite, more and more of you is going to slip away or get stuck piece by piece in, we'll dub it the infinite for now, because I think that's probably the best term there is. So I will say you continue to practice, and you kind of feel more comfortable navigating the rift and touching it and coming in contact with it to a degree of, you're like, well, if one rift is here, I should be able to swim through the infinite. And you know, like Star Trek teleporters, you would essentially
kill
be
you and then make a clone of you, like another location.
Yeah, basically. Think of it kind of like that. You're disassembling yourself and reassembling yourself somewhere else, and that's the concept behind it. But you haven't necessarily mastered anything like that yet. You just kind of are knowing what you're going for.
Okay.
Sorry about the stove. My wife is cooking something, but she's also doing her makeup, so
No, you're good.
let me...
Oh, is that coming from
Yeah,
you? I thought it
that's
was coming
me.
from outside.
No. I'm going to make sure that whatever is in the stove is not burning, so 2 seconds, you practice. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna ask him if we can kind of fast forward through the travel to Bearvein.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get to
No.
Bearvein for like 50 sessions.
It's like the first third of Lord of the Rings. We have to walk the entire way through and meet Tom Bombadil and
Then we hide. And then we walk. And then they're gonna walk.
I love that Tom Hardy song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's getting like I'm not a third of the way through.
Hey Doku.
So,
Question. To kind of get to Bearvein, can we kind of fast
Yep.
forward the little walking bit?
yeah. So you're probably
Like,
about
going off to Tolkien.
3-4 days away walking, probably. I think I actually had it down
That's
as
enough time to
3,
meet.
so
That's enough time to meet Tom Bombadil, surely.
yeah. couple of gray and white and blue wizards all in green just all pop in and out of your adventure, shouting, "Y'all shall not pass," and then they fall over. No. Yes. So
Not what happens, but sure.
Like, stop yelling.
where did I put Bearvein? I'll have to find it. But yes, so all update maps. We fast travel 3 days. And you come upon Bearvein in ruins. All the buildings burned. A couple of shacks have been kind of any salvageable wood has been kind of leaned together to create some form of structures on broken down buildings, kind of like leaning up against them. Very few people remain. Not a lot of life is here. Even the dirt itself seems to have the moisture sucked out of it, as just fires raged here and battles. You find various sets of armors and mechanical creatures that look like warforged pieces, potentially skewn about, and corpses that are just smelling and that have been out in the sun rotting for a few weeks. Some of the bones are showing and actually beginning to bleach, so you know it's been a little while. And this is the scene you kind of come upon as one shack in the very middle where the old school stood has been kind of put together, and it actually looks a little bit nicer than everything else around. Still made out of burnt remnants, but a shack nonetheless that actually looks kind of maybe magically put together. And as you approach it, you actually hear laughter and cheersing and just almost like fun coming from the shack in a familiar voice.
Cedar's gonna be like, when she was going through the town, she was definitely like kind of keeping an eye out just in case, because she doesn't know like if there's gonna be some kind of ambush or something. So she was kind of like She's definitely moving more like a rogue than a wizard, but then kind of as they approach, she's gonna kind of like start like kind of brushing at her clothes and stuff, kind of like working on her feathers, and then kind of trying to like maybe move some feathers over the scar to make it a little less like
What are you
like
doing,
openly
Celia?
visible. Like I had a knife go down my face, like to try and
What are you
not
doing,
worry.
Celia?
I don't know. I'm just kind of. I'm nervous. That doesn't make sense. I know but I'm nervous to see if she's okay, and I guess I kind of want to. I don't want to worry her. Do I look okay?
Celia, you always look more than okay. You look amazing.
Thank you. I'm gonna go in first. Y'all can come in behind me, but
Yeah.
definitely kind of go in easy. Just she's gonna kind of stand in the doorway and kind of like knock on the wood, kind of. Hey, can I come in?
And the moment your kind of voice rings out, you hear of feet running across the wooden floor, almost springing back in excitement, and the door flings open, almost hitting you, and you see a Mai. Sieber, it was you! And she like falls over and like tries to hug you, but then like trips into you, and then like falls kind of face first to the ground at your feet, but then like grabs your ankle and then hugs it, and then it's like,
Okay.
You were dead. I thought you died with the rest of them.
Oh gosh.
No, I didn't. I'm here now. Hey, and she's gonna kind of like sit down on the ground where she's hugging her ankle.
She's like, no, you have to come in, and you got to have a drink. And she, as you're sitting down now, she actually has your ankle still and stands up with a jerk and starts dragging you by your ankle into the house, the shack, and the soot that's remained on the burnt out wood that this shack is constructed of is actually like rubbing all into your feathers as this charcoal is kind of staining you and your clothes a little bit black. And you see another gentleman, somewhat familiar, somewhat not, who's been kind of taking care of Mai for the last couple of days waiting for you, kind of gives you a cheers, and then Mai like snatches the glass out of his hand with her other hand and like hands it to you, but you're not there because she's dragging you, and she just assumes you would be standing behind her, and then she's like, Cedar, where'd you go?
Holding my ankle and I'm on the ground.
What are you doing down there?
You have my ankle. Can I have it back? I need it for standing.
And she's like, yeah. And like pushes it down and bends it towards you and your stomach and like tries to hand it to you.
Okay, ow, ankle. Nope, doesn't bend that way.
Celia does come in and just kind of takes the ankle back. And just kind of sets it on the ground.
Oh boy.
Cedar.
Cedar's gonna stand up and kind of like, she's gonna use prestidigitation to kind of clean the soot off of her.
She's like locked in to Celia and goes, you have a twin sister?
She's plastered.
I think you're seeing double. Do you need to lay down?
Do you want me to cast Lesser Restoration? Maybe try and... Yeah?
I think, but let's be ready for her to be not so great.
Yeah.
When
Oh
she's
no,
not
completely dead.
wasted.
Cedar.
Yeah, mine?
Who's this? And she kind of like wraps her arm around Gale. She's like,
Nope.
Where have you been my whole life?
No,
okay,
mine.
we're just...
Mike,
That's
first of all,
frustration.
you know him. You told me to give him a tour, remember?
You have a tour? Can I go on it?
Gale, can you just cast Lesser Restoration, please?
Okay. Mai, look right here for a second, okay?
Look at the blue boy.
Just look right at me for a second. It's gonna be okay. And he's gonna cast Lesser Restoration on her.
So she immediately begins to sober up. And then, almost in a moment of lucidity, she kind of looks around the room, taking it in. She sees you, Celia, Gale, a weird whatever Winnie is,
Yeah.
and, covered in a cloak, I'm assuming still of feathers.
Oh, yeah.
Horns. Knowing you're not a tiefling, but seeing horns and kind of confused, but then interested.
This is our friend Amalgamation.
And then you see her
This is
kind of
Krampus.
gripping her chest, and kind of like tears start streaming down her face. And her cup that's still in her hand, she just immediately starts to chug it again.
No.
And
Come on.
And we'll pause here probably, because I think you guys each want to have a moment in Bervane and stuff, and I think a fresh session will probably be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm getting that
completely
thing money.
fair.